Hey guys, welcome back to another heavy metal diecast video. Today we've got one here from Calibre wings. It is 1/72 scale diecast, of course. It is the Sukhoi Su-24 Fencer. This is a Russian developed all-weather tactical bomber that was produced from 1967 to 1993, of course, with around 1,400 aircraft made in all variants. It still remains in service today with Russia and a number of other air forces, like today's example is from the Ukrainian Air Force. It is White 22, of course, and it's from the 7th Tactical Aviation Brigade. It is still in operational condition as of the recording of this video, of course, being used in the current Ukrainian-Russian conflict. And let's open this box up and see what we have here. If we can get this open. Oh yeah, wow, that does look pretty cool. This is quite a large box and aircraft. It does have some great details in the flap here as well, with all the accessories and some instructions as well, so that'll be handy. But it is a no good in this box, which it is a very nice box as well. How about we get this out and check this beast out in the metal? Alrighty, with that blister pack out of the box, we'll just get the lid off, of course, and have a look at that. Wow, it does sit in there very nicely. There is a lot of ordnance that does go in there. Plenty of door options as well if you want to have the canopy in the open or closed position. Yeah, no, looks very, very nice indeed. Well, the quality of this does look absolutely awesome. Well, it does come with a little limited run certificate. There's only 1,000 of these made worldwide, so it does feel sort of like a hard, sort of a hard plastic, which is pretty cool if you are into your cards and stuff like that. We will get that open, of course, and we'll get our hands on this Fencer, of course. Let's be careful. This was quite expensive for me. This was around $260 Australian, so the Calibre wings ones here are quite expensive for us here in Australia. I'm not sure what they're like around the rest of the world, but sometimes, you know, you pay for some awesome quality, and this does look awesome. It does, okay, it comes gear down. Ooh. So you've got the options for gear up inside the packs there. We'll move the blister pack out of the way, of course, and concentrate on this aircraft. This is fantastic. Wowee. This paint scheme is fantastic, and it's got some engine covers on the back there. That's pretty cool. The quality of the paint looks really nice. Panel lines look absolutely awesome. It's got some really great detail. Whew. This does look fantastic. Definitely worth the coin, I reckon. This, look how cool that looks. It's got like a dragon on the side there. That looks absolutely awesome. Do these, oh, that moves as well. So obviously on both sides, I'm hoping. Yes, yep. The other side does as well. That is awesome. Oh, well, if we're checking things that are moving, we've got to check the important moving part. Oh yeah. A little bit of swing wing action, of course. Who doesn't love some swing wing action? And it is smooth. This is really, really smooth. That is really awesome. Well, we'll leave it in fast mode. And the landing gear, the wheels do not move at all, but that is no big deal for me. I don't really get too fussed about that. It does have some pilot figures inside there, of course. There is, of course, a little bit of assembly. You do have to look, put a pitot tube, I assume, on the front there, and an inflight refueling probe in front of that canopy there. But boy, this does look absolutely fantastic. Hey, that's pretty cool. How nice does that look? You will definitely not be disappointed if you do pull the trigger on one of these. And I mean, as I said, they are quite dear for me, and so you've got to, you know, really want this if you want to get it, because they are reasonably expensive, but the quality, definitely worth it. That is fantastic. This is a quality build for sure. The details on it, really nice. That is really nice. Well, let's turn this Fencer over and have a little look underneath. It is quite stark, sort of a white underneath. Obviously, there's the points for some ordnance. I suppose if I was going to get picky, I would say the white is a little bit light. You can sort of see some of the darker colour sort of coming through, but a little bit of bleeding through there. I don't know if that's coming through the camera at all. If you were going to get really, really finicky and fussy and pick on something, that would probably be the only other thing to sort of say. Well, from my point of view anyway, I'm not overly critical of things. I'm pretty easygoing. It takes a lot to get me pissed off, so my main thing is things are fitting. If things are, fit nice and go together nicely, I am a happy camper, of course. And speaking of fitting nicely, what we'll do is we'll fit this out with some ordnance and come right back and check this out all set up properly. So this is some of the ordnance that does come with it. You get these 2 pods and these 2 rocket launchers. Now, I'm assuming that you have to either use those or those, because they do have the same ends to put them in, and there's only that one point to put them in on the aircraft. And there is no instructions to tell you where to put the ordnance in. So we're playing a little bit of a looking up and guesswork game at the moment. And you also do get a pair of R60 missiles, and there is 2 different options for the mounting of those missiles. There's an early and a late, and you choose which ones to put on top of those, and then you assemble it to the model. You also, if you don't want to use these, in place of these, you can use these fuel tanks, and these are quite large, and it's the same deal. It's the same mounting points, and you make that choice to whether you want to use the early style or the later style to mount them to the aircraft. And these are huge, so they are quite large compared to the small missiles that you put in the same position. All right, let's get back to finishing off this aircraft. You also do get this pretty cool looking pitot tube. I didn't. I got this little piece of metal that was sitting in there. I didn't get any pitot tube, so I thought I'd show you the picture of what it's supposed to look like. And also the in-flight refueling probe, it has the option to be extended or retracted, of course. And yeah, that's pretty cool. And of course, you can take the covers off and everything like that. All these bits and pieces come off. It's quite a novelty, which is a little bit of extra detail, and that is pretty cool as well. But I do wish I did get myself a pitot tube instead of this little tiny piece of metal. Alrighty, here we have it. Well, it's geared down, so we've got it all opened up and, well, nearly complete. It does still miss that pitot tube. I am a little bit dirty on that, but hey, shit happens, doesn't it? So with the canopy open, you can see some, some nice details of the pilots there. The pilots themselves are really nicely detailed as well. There's some details inside the cockpit that is really nice. You do also get the option to have one of those open at a time instead of having both canopy parts open. So you do get that other canopy piece in there as well. It does have the in-flight refueling probe in the extended position. If you want to put that lowered, you just dick around with a little bit and it goes down. So, which is a little novelty. And of course, all the covers for the intakes, you just take those off. You take the actual intakes themselves, these sections out, so you can remove those covers, and you have that opened up as well. And the same with the rear. You take those little covers off the engines, and that does reveal some really nice engine detail in there, which is pretty cool. Overall, the actual build of this aircraft is really nice. It does come up an absolute treat, of course, and I think it is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, all the ordnance goes straight on. I chose the later style with the ordnance, so it does have the later attachment for those external fuel tanks there, and they look absolutely fantastic. We'll turn this over and have a little look underneath, and you can see the beautiful details underneath there. The modules themselves, as you saw when I took it out, they were already in place for gear down. They are magnetic, so when we do put this in flight, it'll be a pretty straightforward process as well. And it is, pretty reasonably detailed underneath there. It does have that sort of a light white sort of finish underneath there. It does look really, really nice. The details of the ordnance themselves are pretty good, and I think overall you'll definitely be pretty happy, and hopefully you'll get a complete model so you can put all your bits on. And unfortunately mine was not, but I reckon it still sets up really awesome, and I will just have to find myself a pitot tube to finish this off. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll chuck this in flight, gear up, and come right back. All right, we're back. Now, it's pretty straightforward putting it in flight. You just put that nose wheel gear bay door there, of course, and there are the two little gear bay doors that go in there, and that is in flight. I have split the wings back and changed the geometry of the weapons, of course, for the fast flight mode, and we will turn this over and have a little look, and that is how she will come up. In flight, I've put the closed canopy on, of course, because we are flying, so you can't really have the windows open. And I reckon it does come up a treat, though. Of course, there would be that bit of tube there, but I'll just cover that area with my thumb so we don't notice that. But this does look fantastic. This is a great rendition of a Ukrainian Su-24 Fencer, and I think it looks tough. This does look fantastic. And look, if you can afford one, these are quite pricey, but they are worth getting one if you have not got one in your collection as yet. I reckon an Su-24 Fencer does look really nice. These do look pretty cool, and they got swing wings, so you can play with them as well. But yeah, I reckon it's pretty cool. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll take some photos of this, of course, and chuck them on at the conclusion of the video, and you can check them out so you can, don't have to see me holding this with my fat ass fingers. I can't put this down, of course, because this is Calibre wings, and they do not provide you with a stand straight from the box, so you do have to buy that separately if you want to put this in flight. So with that, I will end this video and say goodbye. So once again, if you do like this at all, hey, throw us one of these if you can spare the time. And if you've yet to subscribe to the channel, feel free to do that. And thanks once again for checking out another one of our videos. I really do appreciate it, guys. All right, you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, guys.